Good morning, and welcome back to Daily Dhamma, a letter to our children. I'm Dhamma Bum, and I'll be your guide for today's guided meditation. Last week we were looking at what not to do. This week our theme will be positive measures. Today is March 9th, and it's a Monday, and we'd encourage people to check the description boxes for this and other episodes. There's information about Buddhism and meditation that might be of use. Mondays, we look at the coming week and the things that we might be bumping into and getting ready to have a good week. About 24 hours from now, the closed caption version with a transcript will be available. It won't be today probably, but it'll be tomorrow. And the reason that we do independent practice, or the reason that we do guided meditations, is in the hopes that participants will get enough tips and enough practice and develop enough interest to do independent practice in your own home or in your garden or wherever you're most comfortable. Just as a reminder, meditation, the first part is samatha, or serenity. We calm down and get in the groove, get ready for our meditation. And then the last half is panya, or wisdom. Some people say vipassana, but it always goes in that direction. First we get calm, then we wise up. Wisdom never arises from a mind in turmoil. And if today is useful for you, hi Glenn, thanks very much. That's great. Thank you. We appreciate it. Today is useful to you. Please subscribe, give us a like, a comment, consider giving us a super thanks. And speaking of thanks, and Glenn, we really appreciate you guys, and we'd like to say thank you to Glenn and Brian and Mike, to Eriko and Sam, to Mitsuko, Neko, and all the other Ko's, wherever you might be, on land or at sea. And with that, on my mark. Please find yourself in a quiet spot, spine straight and shoulders back. Lower your chin towards your chest and let your hands rest in your lap or on your thighs or your knees. Close your eyes and mouth gently and imagine a ball of white light an inch or two, 3 to 5 centimeters below your nostrils. Inhale through your nose. Watch it go down past your heart to your stomach and back out the same way. Inhale through your nose. Watch it go down past your heart to your stomach and back out the same way. Just take smooth, natural breaths for you. Don't worry about how fast or slow, deep or shallow your breaths are. Just natural breaths in through your nose, down past your heart to your stomach, and back out the same way. As we meditate today, when outside thoughts intrude, as they will, gently brush them aside, thinking, no, that's not my business. I'm focused on my breath as I breathe in through my nose, down past my heart to my stomach, and back out the same way. Empty your mind. Now on Mondays, we start with the Dhammapada verses 1 and 2. Mind is the forerunner of all things. Think and act with a corrupt heart, and sorrow will follow as surely as the cart follows the ox that pulls it. Mind is the forerunner of all things. Think and act with a pure heart, and happiness will follow as surely as one's never departing shadow. So we are taught our mind creates our moods, our delusions, our obsessions, and we meditate to calm our mind and tame our heart. Let's remember, we are as happy as we want to be. Our attitude is entirely up to us, and we are not the boss. So as we sit in samadhi, we look at our thoughts, we examine them, we see them for what they are, and we let them go. If we let go a little, we get a little serenity. If we let go a lot, we get a lot of serenity. And if we let go completely, that is, if we accept life on life's terms, we find complete serenity. We need to say a word about the human condition. Our human life consists of 5 khandhas, or clinging aggregates, and they are the body, our feelings, memories and perceptions, thoughts, and consciousness. And we are taught that they are impermanent, unsatisfactory, and not the self. We look at them, we see them for what they are, and we let them go. They are like a lump of molten lead. We cannot touch them on the top. We cannot touch them on the sides or the bottom. There's no place we can touch them without burning ourselves very badly. So we let them go. Please join me this morning in a thought experiment. In your mind's eye, please lift up and look down on your head, on your skull. And on the right, you will see your monkey mind. And you can watch the colors change from black and disturbed to red and angry to white and peaceful to pink to blue, back again, always shifting, never steady, not still. That's on our right. And on our left, we can see a battalion of self-licking ice cream cones. And these are our thoughts. And our thoughts are very busy giving themselves something to do, making themselves important. And mostly they are sucking up to our ever-changing moods in our monkey mind. And it's important for us to realize not just know or acknowledge, to realize that our moods, our monkey mind, our thoughts are also impermanent, unsatisfactory, and not the self. Look at them, see them for what they are, and let them go. Especially that internal click track. You're not enough. Why does this always happen to me? Why are they picking on me? Why does it suck to be me? Those things are a distraction, and they're harmful to us. Now, as meditators, we have 3 duties. They are mindfulness, collectedness, and contentment. In this group, we are mindful of the ball of light. We focus on it, we watch it, we listen to the Dhamma talk, not to become attached to it, but to let the words wash over us and sink into our consciousness. That's our first duty. Our second duty, collectedness, or you could say concentration. And when outside thoughts, outside issues, when I'm restless, irritable, or discontent, we gently brush that aside, thinking, no, that's not my business. I'm focused on my breath as it goes in through my nose, down past my heart to my stomach, and back out the same way. And our last duty is contentment. We have a responsibility to be content, to be at peace now. And that's not Thursday or the day after tomorrow or in the next room. We are peaceful now, or we are not peaceful. We are, blissful now, or we are not blissful. We are at one now, or we are not. So in a word, mindfulness, collectedness, contentment, in a word, we could say peaceful. And if we can be peaceful for a few seconds in today's meditation, then we can be peaceful for a number of minutes as we go through our day and our week. And we just stitch together those little packets of peace and shazam, as if by magic, we look up and we say, gosh, it's been hours since I've had an angry, resentful, fearful thought. How'd that happen? Well, how indeed? That's why we meditate. Now, as we go through this week, there are a few tips as we encounter people, and things are not always going to go exactly the way we wanted them to go. So this week, let's be impeccable in our speech. Let's say what we mean what we say, but don't say it mean. Second, let's not assume. When I assume, I make an ass of you and me. I guess what you're thinking. And too often I'll guess that you're thinking something very bad and negative, and I'll take it personal, which is number 3, Q-tip, quit taking it personally. The, the universe does not revolve around me or anyone else, for that matter. Come to it. And finally, let's do our best this week. Let's just give it our best effort, whatever that means. And if we fall short, well, let's brush it off and try again. When we're responding to people this week, let's think about this. Is my response like a hat, a haircut, or a tattoo? If my response is like a hat, and I come home and I glance in the mirror and I do a double take and I go, holy cow, where did that stupid hat come from? I can just throw it away. No harm, no foul. But if I look in the mirror and I see my haircut and I go, holy moly, what a bad haircut, I might want to run back out and grab that hat before they take the trash and wear that for a couple of weeks until my hair grows out, maybe. But if I have a tattoo, however wonderful I think that tattoo looked when I got it, if I got a tattoo on my forehead of anything, there's an outside chance that someday I'll regret that and I'll want to see how I can have that removed. And it'll turn out that's going to be real painful. So let's consider the consequences of our reactions this week. Now, as we move into Panya, or wisdom, last week we looked at don'ts. Today, let's take a look at some do's. And number one, the noble ones say not for sure. So let's apply our judgments only to ourselves, to our side of the street. Let's take it easy on deciding what other people think or what they should be doing. We got enough on our plate. So let's just stick to our side of the street. Number two, let's use the Eightfold Path. And just to recap on that, there are three subsidiary streams to the Eightfold Path. One is Sila, or ethical conduct. This is right speech, right action, and right livelihood. Now, we don't have to be perfect, but we need to be making a good faith effort to not be living a double life. We want to have an integrated personality so that the way we are to the boys is the way we are to the girls, is the way we are to the dusky guy down on the corner. And if we're not living a double life, if we're being as transparent as we can be, then and only then can we sit in samadhi, or meditation, the mental discipline stream, what we're doing right now, which is right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. And if we do that, wisdom will arise. That's the third stream. That's Panya, and that is right view. This is the world we live in. We live in a world of consequences. And right intention. And right intention, you'll remember, is our theme for the month of March. Now, the noble ones teach us that the path is as narrow and difficult to walk as a razor's edge. So, caution, it's not what we know, it's what we do. Peacefulness is a choice. So how do we do this? It's performative. It's not performative. It's practice. We don't just go through the motions. And diligent practice is the way that we implement this. First, whether we're going through our life or we're sitting in meditation, we project metta with 2 T's, loving feelings, unconditional positive regard for the world. Second, generosity of spirit. That's not giving alms to the poor. It's giving the other person the benefit of the doubt. We radiate an attitude of kindness and helpfulness. Sati, or mindfulness. This type of meditation is called anapanasati, which is mindfulness of breathing. Sampajana, or self-awareness, and selfless service to all. Now, selfless service is, we mention it a lot, but let's go into it a little bit. Selfless service, first of all, there's no thought of the outcome. Outcomes are above our pay grade. That's God stuff. That's God's business, however you conceive of God. Good, orderly direction. Grace over drama. Great universal spirit like Uncle Gus. Hey, Uncle Gus, give me a hand here. A mountain in Montana. Whatever your concept of God is, God takes care of the outcomes. Our job is number 2. We row. We sit in the front of the boat. And we row, and we row, and we row. And we let God take care of the guiding us to the safe harbor where we belong. Third, we do unconditional love, not transactional love. This is not a, you do this for me and I'll do something for you. The way that works is reciprocal love. It's not emotional blackmail. We must be in a 2-way mutual positive regard for the divine spark in the other. The person we are speaking with is as close to God as we're going to get today. And the way that we treat the divine spark within them is the way we treat the divine spark, period. And we might say something like this: I see your pain, I honor it, but I don't need to fix it. So we don't have to be white knights. We don't jump in the middle of it. Make the offer. If the offer is turned down, we say, have a nice day. This is compassion, not codependency. So this week, as we go through our days, if we find ourselves restless, irritable, or discontent, we take a breath. We step into the next room, close the door, sit down, put our earphones in, cue up this recording. We imagine a ball of light an inch or 2 below our nostrils. We breathe in through our nose, watch it go down past our heart to our stomach, and back out the same way. Namaste. So thank you very much for coming. We look forward to seeing you on Friday. That's March 13th. And we start at 3:45 p.m. Japan time. Check today, March 9th, in the Daily Dhamma for stuff. Mike, good to see you. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Glenn. Thanks, all. Thanks to Mrs. Dhamma for the flower arrangements, by the way. I'm sure you had a funny feeling I wasn't doing those. anyway, would love to see you again real soon, and have a wonderful week. All right. Namaste. Thank you.